The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to go for a big one. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Still looking, on the move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina.
Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man. It's Cherry. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going to the running game. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's a heat. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Might be calling a hot route. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Let's see what they've got on second down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On third down, going up top. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Early in the game, pass complete, great job, sets up a manageable fourth down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker is Wilson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Unleashes one. Complete downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Now, 4th down. South Carolina, 0.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Lets it go to the end zone. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's Cherry. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll get rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Denmark. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He makes the catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They go to the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback's got the first. Smashes through the tackle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wideout level noise. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the previous line of scrimmage.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time as he moves left. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback may change this route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, I think on the last play, they didn't get it to the sticks. They were hoping he'd be able to make the catch, make a guy miss, and advance the football. But because they couldn't execute, now it's fourth and long.
Punt is on its way. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air. It's Underwood. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And to get rid of it quickly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Duff. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Throws to the tight end. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Going for it all. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's loose. Smashes ahead. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
He does a really good job dropping back to pass, and he wanted to pass, but man, so dynamic. Sees an opening, takes off, makes a huge play. And if you think the crowd was excited before that, now they're really lit.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. Snags it over the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it.
There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Cherry. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Wide open downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense is in man coverage. The problem is they don't have guys that can match up from a size speed standpoint with this tight end. So the QB found the right matchup, was able to hit him on the corner route, and it's a big play for this offense.
Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Cherry. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
To the air, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. The 50. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across.
Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will put him up here in the second half. I mean, seriously, what do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a quarterback.
And you can prepare for them all week, and you can put a wide receiver at quarterback to be scout team, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden chuck the ball down the field and make your play. Just too elite of a playmaker. You just got to find a way to get him on the ground early when you get those opportunities.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Working that left side now. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Sends it downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to run it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds.
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively, we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Might be looking to run. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Bounced off his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front 7 has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
And just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
With the catch, it's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. But the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Making side adjustments here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. They just keep firing. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Let's see if this offense comes out slinging from the first play of the drive down late. To the air, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got room to work. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Moves away as he feels pressure. Past the 30. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Headed to the end zone. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is through, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Looking to scramble. He's going up top here late in the game. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He throws one to the left. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.